My name is Dale Ward, and I wrote a 30,000-word thesis about how Michael Myers from the Halloween movies is a Zen master. I called it Zen and the Art of Halloween, an analysis of Zen master Michael Myers. This video is the preface of my thesis, and these are some of my Halloween paintings that will be appearing in the background. So let's get into the preface, or as I like to call it, the preface. If you don't know, Michael Myers is the Halloween serial killer from Haddonfield, Illinois. And every Halloween, I dress up similarly to Michael Myers. I wear a white blank mask and bloody coveralls, then I walk around and stare at people in my neighborhood. In fact, on Halloween night in 2015, I actually got arrested for it. But that's a story for another time. What sparked this thesis that I'm presenting to you right now happened in 2020. I was dressed up like Michael Myers and walking around on Halloween night when I realized that I had no thoughts in my mind. I had no plans or ideas of where to go or who to scare. I was simply walking and empty. I actually felt very calm, peaceful, and totally in the present moment, in spite of the screams I was hearing and causing. Then I realized that Michael Myers must also feel the same way when he walks around on Halloween, thoughtless, vacant, empty, and in a state of being that could be compared to the highest level of Zen, which is a school of Mahayana Buddhism that I've been informally studying for over a decade. So I took note of that theory, but I didn't do anything with it for almost an entire year. On October 21st of 2021, I finally sat down to write out and expound the idea. That's when I saw that there are many characteristics of Michael Myers that make it seem like he has mastered Zen. Thus, the premise quickly expanded into a very long essay that I eventually edited down to this thesis, which I am now presenting to you as an investigative analysis in order to prove my theory that Michael Myers appears to be a Zen master. Side note, in this thesis, I focus almost entirely on the original 1978 version of the Halloween legend of Michael Myers. Thus, the premise In fact, on Halloween, what sparked this project, I was dressed up and there are many characteristics of Michael Myers that make it seem like he has mastered Zen. There are many characteristics of Michael Myers that make it seem like he has mastered Zen. So for almost an entire year. Very long essay that I eventually... Michael Myers appears to be a Zen master! I focus almost entirely on the original I'll be focusing... What? On the original... version of the Side note, Side note, on this... Side note... Side note... Side note... I can't do a side note! If you enjoyed this video, please stab the like button the way the fucking shape...